Racer family here in the Mazda MX-5 Cup paddock, absolutely powered by our friends at Whelen. We have one of the fine young talents, JTR Motorsports representative Aaron Jeansonne, a product of Louisiana, but a newer resident of Northern California here in the Bay Area. This is now like a home track for you. We're going to learn about you, someone who's very important to you as well, but also this Turn 2 organization that really has helped turbocharge your path moving forward and upward in this ladder. Also here at this track where you got your first win in MX-5 Cup. So Aaron, Turn 2 Club, it's really made a big impact on you and become a significant supporter of yours. Tell us about that relationship, how you convinced your friend Kayden Kelly to make his MX-5 Cup debut this weekend here when you're here.
Well, it's been a great relationship with everybody in the Turn 2 Club. What started as introducing a group of very enthusiastic drivers to an amazing car in the MX-5 Cup car and helping coach them and get them up to speed turned into us racing. I'm the race director for their group. I've gotten to know a lot of them really well. And just the fact that they've continued to support me and my efforts in the season have been incredible. But it's much more support than just that. It's been a pleasure getting to know them, hearing their stories of their successes. It's really helped me a lot.
So you finishing P2 last year, again, really in the thick of the fight. Tell me about you and your not only talent in the series, not only that, but also the fact that you keep developing new relationships. This stuff isn't free. It does cost money to be able to do. You've been really one of the leaders here in the MX-5 Cup paddock, finding new friends and partners to help make your dream continue.
I mean, the series just gives you such a platform. You know, the following that the series has from fans and just motorsports enthusiasts out there is growing rapidly every year. The series is putting out, in my opinion, a better product every year. The competition is getting stiffer. It's so cool to have people out at the track that really enjoy themselves here, feel like they can be part of it. The access is like nothing else as well at this level. So yeah, it's always a challenge, obviously, but I would say the series has really helped me and given me a platform to make those connections and get people really excited about what I'm doing. And back to the topic on Kayden racing here with me. He's been a standout in the Turn 2 Club. He's really fast. I've been able to work with him in his car quite a bit now. And we both thought he was ready to come in and compete with the pack. And he showed that already in practice with speed.
Let's talk about the development of your career. You winning the Team USA scholarship. A lot of young, great American talent like yourself recognized, propelled on that open wheel ladder. And it's become a common theme here in the MX-5 Cup paddock to find talents like yourself who have that open wheel background, but have found yourself routing yourself through this Mazda Racing Championship. Tell us about this path for you, because you're finding great stuff to move yourself forward.
Yeah, I mean, it makes so much sense if you zoom out and look at it compared to open wheel. If you're looking for opportunities, there are way more sports cars raced, more opportunities to get yourself into a seat. In this series in particular, I'm with IMSA and the IMSA paddock with so many other people here for the events. I love open wheel. I'll always love open wheel. But sports cars, especially once you get into endurance racing, just seems to me where a lot of the opportunity is in American racing right now, and it's red hot. Sports cars are awesome right now.
Last thing for you. So we're here in Northern California, whether it's Thunder Hill up a ways, Sonoma Raceway, WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, you go down to Buttonwillow, you go to Willow Springs. There's about 1 trillion Mazdas, whether it's the old spec Miatas, whether it's the current modern day MX-5 Cup cars. The culture is deep in California with Mazda and racing and development. Tell me about the pride being here at the track formerly known as Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, now WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Tell me about that pride and culture knowing that this Mazda brand, this is as close to home as they're going to get.
It is close to home. Mazdas belong at Laguna Seca Raceway. They race here so well. It's a very technical, challenging track where the passing zones are led off of the most challenging corners on the track. It is my favorite track in the country, and like you said, the grassroots racing on the West Coast in California, especially Northern California, is deep, and a lot of people have a lot of passion for it, and I love to show that, inviting people out to the track, having so many people come out and support me, see what we do on the professional ranks in Mazdas, and it's so cool to have someone else come and join me doing it as well.
Kayden Kelly, you representing the JTR Motorsports engineering team this weekend. Tell me about this amazing opportunity, your first Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup pro race weekend. Tell me about the feeling. You've done a lot of driving of cars exactly or similar close to this within the Turn 2 Drivers Club family, but this has got to be a lot of fun here in a big IMSA weekend.
Yeah, huge, right? So I'm used to Porsche 911 GT3 Cup cars. They're quite hard to drive. This is even harder and with a much more talented field. So I'm here just jumping into the big pond with the big fish, trying to survive. And it's super intimidating, but at the same time, just testing my limits, hoping I can survive and have a ton of fun. And hopefully, honestly, just come out as a better driver at the end of the weekend.
Tell me about the path you've taken to get here. Obviously with Aaron, phenomenal young talent, great teacher and educator. I'm sure you've been trying to get tuned up and prepared for this so the weekend can go as well as possible.
Yeah, so I mean, super humbled and honored to have somebody of his talent level out at our Turn 2 club. He's just amazing with, giving us all kinds of great coaching. Just, he's so hands-on, he's so patient. Obviously, we're just a bunch of gentleman drivers having a good time. So it's been amazing that he's been so patient to get me from such a slow pace up to be ready where he thinks I'm, capable to be out here, and, just super excited to see if I can make him proud.
Tell me about the culture you found here in this MX-5 Cup paddock. We have both the young guns like Aaron who are trying to shoot straight to the top of IMSA and the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. And then we also have the gentleman drivers like yourself who love this. This is a huge passion. It isn't all about the young attacking, going for gold. It's also for those of us like yourself who just love racing and want to be in a deeply competitive environment. What have you found here culture-wise? You've been welcomed?
Oh, immensely. And really just, I've worked with a lot of teams. I've run with about 14 teams. And when I came in here, it was amazing how every single person came up and introduced themselves, was very friendly. And then throughout the paddock, everybody's been really kind, really supportive, especially all the Mazda Motorsports people. But yeah, everybody's been great so far. So it gives me a lot of confidence to be out here, with them as a gentleman driver with these young guns. So far, so great. And I'm looking forward to just seeing how they act when I get out on the track.
So last thing for you, Kayden. So this series is known where folks do not measure finishes in seconds. We get down to the decimaliest of decimal points, the tiniest fractions for victory. So we know these are going to be hardcore races for you. You thinking after getting a couple in here this weekend, we might get you back for some more, or is this kind of a one-off experiment?
The reason to be here is because I know the track well. Also, it's not a bump drafting track. Daytona, Sebring are a little intense. So this is an opportunity to dip my toe in, see if I can, do reasonably well. And if I do, I think I'd love to keep seeing how I stack up to these young guns and just keep learning from them, because I mean, they're just giving every single bit they have to get, to be able to compete within those fractions of a second. So, as long as I feel like I can be safe and race well with them, I'll keep coming out.